Okay, so you want really, really low interest rates, but do you realize that this is not just a blessing? Because obviously you can get into a nice house and have a low payment, or kind of low payment, but also it's a major curse. How is it that it could both be a blessing and a curse? Let's go over what happened in the last 4 or 5 years or so that you can see what could happen in the near future if we do have interest rate cuts. Now, when COVID hit, what did the government do to help? They lowered interest rates because they thought that we were going to be going straight for a recession. So they lowered interest rates because this is a great strategy to boost businesses to invest. And then businesses invest, they create jobs, and job creation helps fight a recession. But how did it backfire? Very simple. When it went from 3.5% to 0%. Now, this is the Fed fund rate. What happened is everyone and their moms decided to buy a house. And of course, what happened is prices went through the roof. So now, as prices for homes went so high, that was the curse. That was one of the curses. And we're going to relate this back to what could happen in the near future in just a moment. But before we do, think about what happened in the last 4 years. I'll tell you, just me as an investor, as a real estate agent, and even as somebody who just was looking around to buy a home, I decided not to buy another home. I mean, almost all neighborhoods that I was interested in doubled, and I didn't move fast enough for my own property, for my homestead, so I decided not to buy. I just decided to refinance at those low rates, which ended up getting me a 3.25% interest rate. That was a blessing because now I have a low payment. Excellent. And this is one of the blessings that you could do if you were to buy a home with a higher interest rate environment, like right now, and then when it lowers, you can go and refinance, lower your payment, and kind of have it fixed for the next 30 years. Now, I know that it's very hard to qualify for the loans at the 7.25% rates that we have right now. And I understand if it's not possible for you. But I also want to say that if it is, then you may want to consider taking a leap of faith, because most people, most economists are saying that there will be rate cuts. All right, we're going to go into this little area right here, closed for repair. By the way, I'm in Sarasota, Florida right now, and this is, oh nice, I just saw an awesome bird. Oh, I wish I could zoom with this GoPro. But we are in Urfer Park, and this little walkway burnt down a while ago and it's still closed for repair. It's ridiculous. So the prices skyrocketed, right? They went so fast, so high, and it priced out a lot of people. In fact, I probably have like 24 clients who just got priced out, and now they can't qualify because the prices haven't come down, and then the interest rates are double what they were back 3 years ago, and they can't qualify. And that could happen to you too. What if we have a drastic, quick decrease of interest rates? Well, you better move on it. You better go and buy whatever the heck you could find, because you're going to lock in that low interest payment, and you may not find the house that's absolutely perfect for you, but it's better to own than it is to rent. At least that's my opinion. Now, are we expected to have a major rate cut? No. Right now, we're expected to have one rate cut in September 2024, just a few months from now. And I'm not sure if this is going to happen, to be honest with you, but hopefully it will. And I say hopefully because there's a lot of people out there that are ready to do something, and unfortunately they can't qualify with today's rate, but they might be able to qualify with just a slightly lower interest rate. You know, if we get a 0.5 percentage point cut, that's going to be huge. And I don't think it's going to happen, but it's going to get probably 5% of the people waiting on the sidelines to go and do something. Now, check this out real quick. I just want to show you what is going on here. Look at this. Look at this. This is all fire damaged. I know I shouldn't be here. I know I could fall through. But this walkway would just go over here. And honestly, I didn't get a chance to go down this path ever before it burned down. It's been a while since it's burned down. Anyway, hopefully the county will repair it. And by the way, my name is Maciek Zaremba. I am a real estate agent in Sarasota, Florida. I handle all of Florida, so if you want to buy a home anywhere in Florida, I just recently sold a home in Florida, which is 3 hours away from us. I've sold in Naples, I've sold everywhere. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm always glad to help. So let's get back into this curse and blessing situation. Now, you have to look at what will happen if you decide to go on an acquisition spree while the rates are high. And the reality is that you're going to win and you're going to make so much money. Here's how. First of all, you're going to go and acquire and qualify today with our high interest rates. Even if you take some sort of investment loan that might be a little bit more money and a little bit more points and a little bit more everything, and you're paying kind of like top dollar for the property. Well, when that interest rate comes down, let's just say it takes 4 years. Let's just say it's our next president, like 2 presidents from now, that decides to do something to lower. Well, you're going to be able to refinance out. And at that point in time, you're going to be cash flowing so much with your properties. You're going to be sitting with buckets of money and you're going to try to figure out which property should you pay off first. I mean, that's a good problem to have. Now, if you decide to wait on the sidelines and then the rates fall, let's just say in 4 years, well, then you've been paying rent for 4 years straight, which me as a landlord, I don't mind. Okay, go ahead, keep paying rent. But I do encourage all of my tenants to buy. Not only that I can help them and I'm a real estate agent, but really because I believe in home ownership. This is America, and the great American dream is to move here, start your own business, work for somebody, whatever you want to do, you can chase your dreams here. And home ownership is one of the biggest dreams that migrants and immigrants have. So how can this become a curse for you? If our interest rates drop, the way it becomes a curse is if you have to find that perfect home. Okay? If you're making decisions with a partner and you're on a different page, this is possibly a problem. Someone is going to have to give, because when interest rates fall real quick, I guarantee you right now, I'm willing to bet right now that somebody is going to buy those homes faster than you might be able to make a decision. So you don't want to put yourself in that position where all the inventory disappears. It happened in 2021. I remember in 2021, a new property would hit the market, condo, home, doesn't matter what it was, vacant land even did this, and everyone came in to see it and buy it. And there was sight unseen offers from all of the people who are in other states or not in town. They just would write an offer, cash price over asking. They would waive an appraisal contingency if they were financed. And what ended up happening, it was really sad for everyone who had a loan. Those people didn't get any of their offers accepted. On my team, we had an average of 9 offers with anyone who had financing before something got accepted. So if you're a buyer and you're looking at 3, 4, 5 houses, then you make an offer and then it gets rejected, there's a little bit of discouragement. And then you go look at 5 more houses the next weekend that come up for sale, and then once again you get your offer rejected. And it just happens over and over and over. And the worst was for the people that didn't have 20% down. I mean, anyone with financing was suffering. But if you didn't have 20% down, that was really bad. They finally started looking up for everyone after the prices soared, right? Because the cash offers were the ones that were winning the multiple offer scenarios. And then after that were the people that had 20% down. So if you're not one of those, which not everyone can be one of those people, then you're going to have a hard time. So if you're FHA, if you're VA 100%, if this is a USDA loan, I'm telling you, just go buy something and wait until you can refinance when the rates go down. Also, what happens when the rates go down is the appreciation starts hitting, because people can afford more home, so they start buying nicer and more expensive homes. So I'm telling you, the rates being cut is a blessing, but it's also a curse. And if you want to have a double win on that, you just want to make it a blessing with a blessing, I say buy in a high interest rate environment and then refinance in the low interest rate environment. And the double win on that is not just your payment is low once you refinance, but you're not scrambling to find a home just to get something when there's nothing for sale on the market. You might actually be able to select a home that you like.